Hey everyone, welcome to Gentle PSD. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today in this exciting tutorial we will be learning about how to create Hustle movie title intro for your video in Premiere Pro. This tutorial will have good insights and a lot of information about keyframes and animating in Premiere Pro, so be sure to check it. Before we begin, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell icon for more amazing tutorials like this. Without any further ado, let's begin. Create a new project. I will name it as Hustle. Click OK. We will now import our stock photo onto our project panel. We want to create a sequence in 1080 pixels. Let's check our photo's settings. Right-click on it and select Properties. As you see, our photo is in 1080 pixels. Click OK. We will bring our photo to our sequence to create a new sequence as our photo is in the resolution we wanted. Here we have this golden texture image. We will use this as our background for our text animation. But before we start our text animation, we will fine-tune our background a little to make it look perfect for our text. Go to this new item icon and select Color Matte. We will use the default settings. Click OK. We will use some golden yellow-like color. Click on this color code box and type in E4AC2D. This will give us that golden yellow color. Click OK. I will name it as Gold Matte. Click OK. Now place the matte below our background layer. Select the texture layer, go to Effects Control, change the blend mode to Soft Light. That looks good, but we will reduce the rust of this texture, so it won't stand out too much. Decrease the opacity to 30. We will increase it a little. Since we want to add text layers and we don't have much tracks to place our layers, for that right-click here and select Add Tracks. Change the tracks to 5 and click OK. We will nest this 2 layers, so we can save some space. Right-click and select Nest. I will name it as BG. Click OK. Now we will create that cropped cinematic look to make our intro more dynamic. Go to this new item icon and again select Color Matte. Click OK. This time we will choose the black color. Click OK. I will name it as Black Matte. Place the black matte on top of our background layer. As you see, our entire screen turned black because of our color matte. Go to Effects panel and drag the position down. Change the vertical position to 1500. We now got that cropped look at the bottom. Let's add one onto the top. Select the black matte layer. Hold Alt on your keyboard and drag it to above track to duplicate it. Now in the Effects Control, change the vertical position to -400. We now created the perfect cinematic cropped video look. We will now start our text animation. First select this 2 layers and nest it. I will name it as Black Matte. Now take the text tool and type in the name you want. I will type in Hustle. Place it in the center. Hold Ctrl on your keyboard and place the anchor point in the center. We will use this layer as trace for our text animation. By trace means you will understand in a second. We will duplicate our text layer by holding Alt and drag it to above track. If I hide it, as you see, nothing happens. Select the first title layer and change its opacity to 20%. Now we have that faded title look. We will use this to place our text in that place. Unhide the second title layer. Since we want to animate each letter individually, we will delete all the letters except H. Now we have H as a single layer. Just like that, we will create layers for each letter. Duplicate the H layer and change it to U letter. Click on the front and use the spacebar on your keyboard and place it at the perfect position using the trace layer. Now we have letter U as a separate layer. Keep doing it to all of our letters until you get individual layer for each letter. Duplicate it and type in S. As you see, our S letter is not on the perfect position as per our trace title. We will use the horizontal position to place it perfectly. Again duplicate it, and this time we will use the $sign to add some external elements to fit in the Hustle movie theme. We will leave it in the S layer position. Keep doing it to all letters. We now have each letters on its own layer. We now don't need our trace layer. Delete it by pressing backspace on your keyboard. Place the layer on its place. Now we will animate our each letter. Select the H layer and make sure that our indicator is at the start. Keyframe the position in the Effects control panel. Now bring down the H letter until you can't see it. Take the playhead, and place it on exactly 1 second 5 frame on the time. In the Effects control, click on this reset parameter icon to bring our letter back to its place. Let's play it. We now created that bottom-up animation for our H letter. It looks good. We will animate our letter U. Select the U layer and make sure that our indicator is at the start. Keyframe the position and bring our U to the top until we can't see it. Again place the playhead at 1 second 5 frame. Click on the reset parameter to get our U letter back to its place. That looks great. We now animated our both letters and it looks good. Now we will animate our S letter, but before that, we will hide our dollar layer so we can focus on our S letter. We want to animate one letter from bottom and another from top. Since our U is from the top, we will animate our S from the bottom. We don't need to keyframe every single time to animate each letter. Go to the H layer since it's animated from bottom to center. Highlight the position keyframes. Right-click on it and select Copy. Go to the S layer and make sure that the playhead is at the beginning. Click on the Effects control panel and press Ctrl V to paste. We now animated our S layer. Let's animate the dollar layer. Unhide the dollar layer. We want to animate the dollar symbol like it's been kicked out by our S letter. For that, we will keyframe the position at the start. Again, take the indicator to 1 second 5 frames and bring our dollar symbol to the top. We will keep copy-pasting the keyframe from bottom to center and center to top. Once you've done keyframing all the letters, let's play it. That looks super good, but as you see, all our letters are assembling at the same time and it looks little boring. We will fix that in a moment. Select all the layers and place it at the 15th frame. We will leave the H and U layers as it is. Drag the S layer to 1 second. Now drag the T layer to 7 frames to the right. Again, drag the L layer to 1 second. Now select the U layer. We will change some keyframes interpolation. Right-click on the first keyframe and go to Time Interpolation and select Ease In. This will gives us that smooth movement to our animation. Now right-click on the last keyframe and select Ease Out. By doing this, we will differentiate the animation of each letter and it will make our overall animation look dynamic. Drag the keyframe little to the right. Now select the S layer and change the last keyframe to busier. Go to dollar layer and change last keyframe to Ease Out. Select the L layer and change the first keyframe to Ease In and second keyframe to busier. In the E layer, drag the last keyframe little to the right. We want our dollar symbol in the right from the start and it gets moved by the S letter when it reaches the center. For that we will extend it to the start. If I move my playhead, you can see that our dollar symbol is moving before our S letter reaches to the center. For that we will bring these two keyframes to the right until our S gets closer. That looks fine. Now let's play it and see how it looks. That looks amazing. We now animated our letters and also made our dollar being moved by our S letter. It looks super great. Duplicate the U layer and type in THE. Place it near the H. We will move the layer a little to the right. Let's play it and see the final result. That looks awesome. We now created and animated this perfect hustle movie title intro and it looks amazing. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. If you want this project file along with the stock photo, you can download it by going to this PayHip link in the description. You will get this project file and this golden texture stock image for just $1. By using this project you will learn a lot more about this text animation and details of this project. I will say it once again, your support is what gives me the motivation. Please keep supporting and I will make more amazing tutorials like this. We are finally at the end of our tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can always download all my project files on Patreon. Link is in the description. I will keep posting more amazing tutorials like this. Please look forward to it. If you have any doubt, feel free to comment in the comments section. I will reply to it as soon as I can. Hit the subscribe button for more amazing tutorials like this. Hit the like button if you like this video. Until our next tutorial, stay happy. Thank you.